So today we're going to be doing impasto sailboats on an oceanscape. Um, the reasoning behind doing a simple impasto sailboat would be to just get us used to the idea of using a palette knife. It's really fun, it's easy, it can be challenging, but I think it's something that every budding artist should try. It's something that I find very relaxing and can be pretty forgiving. So I started out with just getting my color selections, and I started with a nice little brown mixed in with a yellowy white, and just kind of looked at a picture that I had of a vacation on the beach, and so I used my own image for my reference photo. Just a photo in the middle of the day, so it's not a sunset picture. And so the colors are very vibrant and bright, very typical ocean colors in the middle of the day. And so I went from like a darker brownish tan, and I added a little bit of white, and immediately I went into a seafoam color, mixed it with a little bit of that light yellow, didn't get enough green in it, so I added a little yellow ochre, and boom, I had a nice darker seafoam green color. So I started to work that in with my palette knife. I added a little bit more of the light yellow, and I blended the two sections together. I found that because I was doing thick impasto is a word for thick paint, I did not need to use my spray bottle because most of my sections weren't dried before I could get to them again. Some areas did, so I did use it a little bit. I went back to some more white in the foreground. And then here I use a light blue, and I kind of work in the shape of the ocean in the background. And I don't have a perfect line going, but I'll fix that here in a second. And I just start blending the blue and the green together at that line where they meet, and adding a few little highlights in there. Here I add a little more of the sea foam into the blue so it all kind of works together. Pull it down, bring it up, add some little white highlights. Not really concerned with making a fancy ocean shape. I just want to get the feel of how this works. So I put a piece of white paper down so I have a nice clean line, and that made it really easy. I didn't get out a ruler or anything. I just flip it upside down so it's easy to work with, and I use a sky blue, so it's a little different than that oceany blue. Work that in, decide to go with a brush. Get it done real quick, nice and smooth. I figure, sky is a smoother texture than the water. It wouldn't have mattered if I did either way, because here in a minute I'm going to work in a little bit of light blue and white. Give myself a little bit of clouds. The picture I looked at had some clouds that didn't have very distinct shapes, so I just kind of went with it. I didn't worry too much about my clouds. I just wanted to feel what this thick impasto paint was all about, and using a knife. It's just fun, not stressful, but definitely not something I would recommend to start off on a large canvas. A small paper was good enough for me. I decided I wanted to work in some more highlights, make them pop, differentiate between them and the clouds. And I add me some bright red, make a real simple, crude shape of a little bottom of a red sailboat. Get some white, real simple sailboats, 2 sails, 1 big, 1 small. I didn't use black for, so here I make a nice reflection, bringing the white down. Used a dark brown instead of black. I don't usually use black. So then I just mirrored it into the water the way I would have the reflection be naturally, and I just enjoyed the fun strokes of the palette knife. And so just remember, don't take it too seriously, just have some fun, don't get frustrated, and I want to see what you do. Thanks.